Today we're gonna meet the girl whose muscles turn into bones. This is part of the series on Reaction Time called Meet the Person. We've had Meet the Girl Who's Allergic to Water, Meet the Guy Who Dies If He Falls Asleep, and many more videos like this on this series. But today we're gonna meet the girl whose muscles turn into bones. It sounds like science fiction, but it's real. And I don't even know the scientific reasoning behind this, but we're gonna meet her. It's a 2-minute video. First link in the description if you wanna check it out. Welcome to Reaction Time. And without further ado, let's watch the video.
So it's like this, and then my name is Jasmine Floyd. I might have to try again. And I have fibrodysplasia ossificans progressiva, or FOP.
Alright, fibrodysplasia ossificans progressiva is extremely rare, a connective tissue disease, and it actually turns these ligaments into bones. This is what a skeleton of a person that suffered from the disease looks like. All of these where it should have been muscle is actually now bone. So it's actually an extremely scary disease. It is one of the rarest diseases in the world, and it occurs in 1 in 2 million people.
FOP is a rare bone disease that affects 1 in 2 million people, and it causes my muscles and connective tissues to turn to bone, which gradually forms a second skeleton.
This literally, to me, this sounds like a horror story, like something I would watch in a science fiction show where people actually mutate and go from human to a full-boned living being. And it just sounds crazy, but I'm sure she doesn't want any sympathy from us. These are people that actually appreciate life more than we do, and they actually struggle the most.
Jasmine had a stiff neck on the way to kindergarten, and I remember thinking it was probably how she slept, but then it continued to be slowly immobilizing her. Her shoulders were the first thing to go. So she went to 4 different doctors, and then we were finally able to get the diagnosis.
Jasmine Floyd's petite body is slowly strangling her.
What? The more we learned, we knew there was nothing we could do. There was absolutely nothing we can do to make it go.
That's extremely disheartening that you have this disease and there's absolutely no treatment, no cure, no medicine you can take. And you just know inevitably you have to just deal with it. I don't think I'd be able to deal with it. So I'm extremely proud of Jasmine for being able to. I guess she's a very strong human being.
Go away, make it better.
How cute I was.
You're still pretty cute. I think the helplessness that my husband and I both felt, it was just enormous. It was like she deserved so much more.
FOP forces me to adapt to my environment constantly because of the chronic pain and the progression. My arms have limited mobility, but I try to do the things that I know I could eventually lose the ability to do. Like washing dishes. I love washing dishes.
So even though she has this horrible disease, she's making it work by even creating things that can help her. Like this, it looks pretty homemade. And they literally used duct tape with some pipes and got the brush on the pipe, and now she can brush her hair normally like a normal person. She doesn't need anybody to take care of her. So I mean, that's really cool.
My average lifespan is about 45. The extra FOP bone is growing around my rib cage, so even though my lungs are healthy, the area around them is not.
Jasmine is beautiful. She's smart, sassy. I feel like FOP has really, she's not let it define who she is, and yet she wouldn't be who she is if she didn't have it.
So that was the girl whose muscles are turning to bone. It's very sad, but if you guys know anybody that suffers from this disease, let me know down in the comments below. Like I said, it was 1 in 2 million, but if enough people watch this video, there's a high probability that they know someone that has this disease. And 45 years old is now considered to be a pretty short lifespan. And I feel like the last 10 years of those 45 years are going to be suffered in pain while her muscles are actually turning into bone. You guys, thank you for watching. You can check out the original video, first link in the description. If you see any other videos of some abnormalities or people that are suffering from different types of diseases that aren't usual or uncommon, send it to me at reactiontimevideos@gmail.com. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys soon with another episode of Reaction Time. Check out the second channel here, Reaction Time. Subscribe if you haven't already. Turn on the notifications. Have a good one, and peace out.